Hey, I'm Janine, and you're about to hear some of the most unsettling historical mysteries that were never explained. We used to use AI to narrate these videos, but let's be honest, it got weird. So I'll be telling the tales from now on. The strange, the unsettling, the kind that linger in the back of your mind. Today's is a good one. 10 historical mysteries that still have no answers. And some of them are genuinely hard to shake. Top 10 historical mysteries that will freak you out. Some mysteries don't just puzzle us. They disturb something deeper. These 10 cases have haunted investigators for decades, each one more unsettling than the last. The evidence exists, the questions remain, and the answers, well, you'll have to decide for yourself what's possible. Number 1, the disappearance of the Sodder children. Christmas Eve, 1945, the Sodder family home in West Virginia erupts in flames. George and Jenny Sodder escape with 4 of their 10 children. 5 others, Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny, and Betty, are trapped upstairs. The house burns to the ground in 30 minutes. When the ashes cool, investigators find no trace of the missing children. Not a single bone fragment, not a tooth, nothing. The fire chief insists they were cremated, but house fires don't burn hot enough to completely destroy human remains. The Sodders receive a photograph 20 years later. A young man who looks exactly like their missing son, Louis. The postmark reads Kentucky. No return address. George Sodder dies still searching. Jenny maintains a billboard for 40 years asking for information. The 5 children were never found. Number 2. The Dyatlov Pass Incident. February 1959. 9 experienced hikers set out across the Ural Mountains. They never return. Search teams find their tent 3 weeks later, sliced open from the inside. The hikers fled into sub-zero weather, wearing only underwear and socks. Their bodies are scattered across the mountainside. 3 died of hypothermia. 6 suffered massive internal injuries, crushed ribs, fractured skulls, but no external wounds. 1 woman's tongue and eyes are missing. Tests reveal radioactive contamination on their clothing. The Soviet government classifies the case for 30 years, citing only an unknown compelling force. Theories range from military weapons testing to something far stranger. The pass is renamed Dyatlov Pass in their honor. The true cause of their deaths remains classified. Number 3. Roanoake Colony Disappearance. John White returns to Roanoake Island in 1590 after a 3-year supply run to England. He finds the settlement abandoned. No signs of struggle. No bodies. Just 115 colonists vanished without explanation. The only clue? Croton carved into a wooden post. White planned to search Croton Island, but storms force his ship away. He never returns. Archaeological digs have found fragments of European pottery scattered across the region, but no definitive answers. The lost colony remains America's oldest unsolved mystery. Recent DNA analysis of local tribes shows possible European ancestry, but after 4 centuries, the truth may be lost forever. What happened to those 115 people, including White's own granddaughter, remains one of history's most enduring puzzles. Number 4. The Lead Masks Case. August 1966. 2 men are found dead on a hill overlooking Rio de Janeiro. Miguel José Viana and Manuel Pereira de Cruz lie side by side, dressed in formal suits and waterproof coats. Lead masks cover their eyes. Investigators find a notebook with cryptic instructions. 1630, be at the specified location. 1830, ingest capsules. After effect, protect metals, await mask signal. No signs of violence, no obvious cause of death. Toxicology tests prove inconclusive. The lead masks are crudely made, designed to block radiation. Some investigators believe they were part of a ritual to contact extraterrestrials. Others think they were participating in a government experiment. The case remains unsolved. The masks were never explained. The signal they were waiting for never came. Number 5. The Dancing Plague. July 1518. Frau Trafia begins dancing in the streets of Strasbourg. She doesn't stop. Within days, dozens of others join her. They dance for hours, then days. Some collapse from exhaustion. Others dance until they die. Physicians examine the victims and declare it a hot blood condition. The city council hires musicians, believing more music will cure them. Instead, the dancing spreads. By month's end, over 400 people are affected. The outbreak ends as suddenly as it began. Modern theories suggest ergot poisoning or mass hysteria, but neither fully explains the phenomenon. Medical records from the time document the deaths. The dancing was real. The cause remains unknown. Similar outbreaks occurred across Europe the next 2 centuries, then stopped forever. Number 6. The Somerton Man. December 1948. A man is found dead on Somerton Beach near Adelaide, Australia. Well-dressed, physically fit, no identification. All clothing labels have been removed. A hidden pocket contains a scrap of paper reading Tamam Shud, Persian for "It is finished." The paper is traced to a rare copy of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Inside the book, investigators find a phone number belonging to a local nurse and a mysterious code. The woman claims not to know the man, but neighbors report she reacted strangely when shown his photograph. The code has never been cracked despite decades of analysis. DNA testing in 2022 identified him as Carl Webb, an electrical engineer from Melbourne. But this only deepened the mystery. Why was Webb in Adelaide? Why the elaborate deception? The truth died with him on that beach. Number 7. The Voynich Manuscript. A 240-page manuscript written in an unknown language using an unidentified alphabet. The text accompanies bizarre illustrations of plants that don't exist, astronomical diagrams that make no sense, and human figures in impossible scenarios. Carbon dating places it in the early 15th century. Cryptographers, linguists, and computer scientists have spent decades trying to decode it. The patterns suggest it's not random gibberish. It has too much structure. But no one has ever translated a single word. Some believe it's an elaborate hoax. Others think it's written in a lost language or an unknown scientific notation. AI analysis has failed to crack the code. The manuscript sits in Yale's Voynich Library, as mysterious today as when it was discovered. It shouldn't exist, but it does. Number 8. The Green Children of Woolpit. 12th century England. 2 children appear in a field near Woolpit village. Their skin has a green tint. They speak no known language. They refuse all food except raw beans. The boy dies within months. The girl survives, learns English, and tells an impossible story. She claims they came from a land underground where the sun never shines. She and her brother were tending sheep when they heard church bells and followed the sound through a cave system. They emerged in the field and couldn't find their way back. As she ate normal food, her green skin faded to normal. She lived in the village for years, married, and had children. Medieval chroniclers recorded her story independently. The accounts match. Modern theories suggest everything from arsenic poisoning to folklore, but none fully explain the documented testimony of multiple witnesses. Number 9. The Ghost Rockets of Scandinavia. Summer, 1946. Hundreds of unidentified flying objects streak across Swedish and Norwegian skies. Military radar tracks them. Pilots report seeing them. Civilians photograph them. Most crash into remote lakes and forests. Swedish military divers search the impact sites but find nothing. The objects appear metallic, move at impossible speeds, and make no sound. Unlike meteors, they change direction mid-flight. The Swedish Defense Staff investigates over 2,000 reports. They classify their findings, but leaked documents reveal no conventional explanation. The sightings abruptly stop in late 1946, a full year before the famous Roswell incident. Recently declassified files show the U.S. military was deeply concerned about the Swedish encounters. Whatever was flying over Scandinavia remains unexplained. Number 10. The Pollock Twins. May 1957. Jacqueline and Joanna Pollock, ages 6 and 11, are struck by a car and killed instantly in Hexham, England. Their parents, devastated, eventually have twin daughters, Gillian and Jennifer. As the girls grow, they demonstrate knowledge they shouldn't possess. They recognize toys that belong to their deceased sisters. They know the names of neighbors they've never met. They point out landmarks in nearby Hexham, though they've never been there. 4-year-old Jennifer has birthmarks matching Jacqueline's scars. The girls speak about their other family and ask to visit places the deceased children knew. As they reach school age, the memories fade. Today, both women live normal lives with no recollection of their early statements. The case was documented by psychiatrists and remains one of the most compelling examples of what some call reincarnation. The memories were real. The explanation remains a matter of belief. 10 mysteries, 10 questions that refuse to be answered. The evidence sits in archives, the witness testimonies remain unchanged, and the investigations continue. Some cases may eventually find explanations. Advances in technology, newly discovered documents, or deathbed confessions that finally reveal the truth. Others may remain forever beyond our understanding. What unsettles us most isn't the mystery itself, but the possibility that some questions aren't meant to have answers. That some phenomena exist at the edges of what we're willing to accept as real. These cases remind us that our world still holds secrets, and perhaps that's exactly how it should be.
Subscribe to Noctivox, hit the bell, and join us every Saturday to uncover the hidden